Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to Anime King, and today I'm going to be giving you part 18 of What If Naruto had multiple people sealed inside of him. Remember to get this one to 100 likes as usual, share this to all of your friends in your social media platform, and also go ahead and check out a new episode of Naruto Ancestor that I posted on Anime King 2. And I also post a new episode of What If Kaguya was Naruto's mother on this channel, so go ahead and check it out and enjoy. And later on I'm going to be posting a new episode of What If Naruto was trained by gods, so stay in tune for that and I hope you guys enjoy. And remember, if you're new and this is the first time you hear my voice and you enjoy the videos on both Anime King and Anime King 2, go ahead and click that red subscribe button and join the Anime King family and become a part of the channels. And thank you for all of your help and support guys. And remember to comment down below and tell me if you're new. I'll be replying and talking back to all of you. So without further ado, let's begin this new episode, shall we?
I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails.
So, to do a bit of a recap, Jiraiya teach Naruto and the others how to summon toads as they all sign the toad contract. As they summon Ma, Pa, Gamabunta, one of Gamabunta's guards, and the old toad, as the toads were surprised that these kids could summon them. As Naruto also revealed some of his ability to Jiraiya. After, Jiraiya showed them how to do the Rasengan as Naruto created rubber balls out of thin air with his chakra, as Jiraiya was surprised to these amazing bloodlines. We then had a time skip as we went off towards the finals of the exam. The matches went off quickly, and seeing that Gaara has completely changed, he faced off against Oshaizu and he forced her to give up by wrapping her in sand, but he didn't crush her, seeing that he's no longer twisted and evil. We left off where Naruto and Lee were supposed to fight as the both of them made their way down to the arena as everyone was waiting for the invasion to begin, seeing that everyone already know as they were just waiting for Orochimaru to show his snake head. As Naruto told Lee to go all out, but before the match starts, Sarutobi told everyone that he has an announcement. So yeah guys, that was basically the last part we left off. You guys can across the place and check it over yourself, so let's begin this new episode, shall we? I am pleased to inform you all that the son of Minato Namikaze, the former Hokage, is alive. His real identity has been kept hidden to keep him from being assassinated from other rival villages, Sarutobi said as he then paused. Lot of good that did, seeing that most of the people in this village are morons. Well, they're screwed anyway, he thought. And he's none other than Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze Fuhen, as everyone was shocked to hear that. Anyway, let the match begin between Rock Lee and Naruto. Begin, said Genma as he jumped away, as Naruto and Lee fists slammed in together, creating a shock wave through the area. The two start to exchange blows, creating craters here and there. They then break apart as they got back to their starting position. Well Lee, are you ready to take off your weights? Naruto asked. Lee was about to look at Guy to ask for permission when Naruto spoke again. What do you think you're doing, Lee? Naruto asked in a rather cold tone. I was asking Guy Sensei, Lee said. Exactly. Why are you asking Guy? This is not a spar. I am not your teammate and this is not a training. This is a one-on-one battle. You're the one fighting. You made the calls. In here, you're on your own, Naruto said in a cold tone. It's not Guy's fight, it's yours. Very well, Lee said as he took off his weights and threw them aside. How much did you have on? Around 800 pounds, said Lee. Then I will remove my gravity seal as well. As Naruto made a hand sign as seagulls glowed on his arm and his legs, and they then returned back to normal. That feel much better, said Naruto. And by the way, I was wearing 1,000 pounds, Naruto said. So you ready? As Lee got into a fighting pose, but Naruto then vanished. Behind you, said a voice, as Lee was surprised, as he then spun around his arm trying to hit Naruto. But Naruto grabbed his hand with incredible speed as he swung Lee towards the wall, but Lee landed on the wall as he pushed off, as he brought up his foot to Naruto as Naruto charged forward. 5 minutes later, Lee had a black eye and he was spitting blood. "You are indeed a worthy opponent, Naruto. I will hold back no longer," Lee said, as he put his arm in an X formation. In the stands, Kakashi looked at a worried Guy. "How many gates can Lee open?" Kakashi asked. "Up to the 5th gate, but somehow I doubt that Naruto run out of tricks," Guy said, actually serious. As Naruto stood in the arena as he watched Lee open all the gates, straight up to the 5th gate. Naruto then started to chant as he then raised his arm as a large compressed fireball appeared. As he did the same thing with his left hand, as he then brought the 2 fireballs up to his chest, as he absorbed them, as he then erupted in flames. "What the hell is that?" Kakashi shouted. "That is one of the largest concentrated chakra I've ever seen." "It should be," said Asuna with a smirk. "You saw those orbs of fire, right? Each one of them is a compressed form of the ultimate fire technique. And Naruto just merged with them both," said Neji. "What are you smiling about?" asked Kurenai. "I was the first to merge with 2 ultimate element attacks, but in my case it was lightning," Neji said. "I wonder what has Naruto discovered about this new form, besides the increase in power." As everyone watched Naruto as his lower half was like a twister of fire, but his eyes, it was his eyes that shot them. It was the Sharingan. "Hokage, how is it possible that the boy has a Sharingan?" The Kazekage asks. "I thought that there were only 2 Uchiha left, and the younger one is supposed to be here in Konoha." "Oh, Naruto is not a Uchiha," said Sarutobi. "Still, how does he have those eyes?" asked Jiraiya. "He didn't tell you?" asked Sarutobi. "Nope, he just gave him a general version of the story," said Uncle. "Well, if he didn't tell you, then I can't either. Clan secret and all that," said Sarutobi. "Damn that child. If he wasn't a Jinchuriki, I could have used him as a host," Orochimaru said to himself. In the stands, Guy was looking a little worried for his student. "I hope he doesn't just jump in like that," Guy said. "Yeah," Kakashi agreed. "One of those orbs is powerful enough to vaporize the entire stadium. 2 of them combined. It can't be anything good." "Still, how can they fight like that?" Asuma asks. "I mean, Naruto has no legs, he probably can't move. And Lee cannot hit him without getting seriously burned." "Oh, Naruto can move," said Asuna. "Even faster than before, seeing that fire weighs less. Nearly nothing actually. And if Lee attacks him," said Neji, "he will..." But he then stopped as Lee made his move. Lee thrust his fist into Naruto's stomach as he just appeared with incredible speed and then did a roundhouse kick to Naruto's head. But to everyone's surprise, Lee's fist passed through Naruto's stomach, and when he kicked, Naruto's head exploded and then it reformed out of fire as Lee's hand and leg was now on fire as he jumped back and tried to extinguish them. "What the hell?" Kakashi asked. "He passed right through," Kurenai said as she made a ram hand sign. "It's not a genjutsu." "So much power," Kakashi said as he flashed his Sharingan. "I can no longer see his coils. It's if his entire body is made of chakra," said Neji, as not even he could see the peak of Naruto's power with his Byakugan. "Of course not," said Neji. "You thought that Naruto is covered in fire, but you're wrong. He is fire." "What kind of technique is that?" asked Kurenai in awe. "The same he used in the preliminaries. It's just that this time he's using it in its full form," said Asuna. "It's the Majiyarabe," she said. Back in the arena, Naruto decided to speak. "How do you like my newest technique, Lee? I made it especially for you in mind." As his voice was in a demonic whisper, but it echoed through the stadium. "I see what he means," said Guy. "Lee only has taijutsu, and in this form, he cannot touch Naruto, and he's also going to get hurt if he tries to touch him." "Yes, that's true," Neji said, "but that's not all. Just watch." In the arena, Naruto started to move. Just as Asuna said, he was faster than before, but what surprised them, when he moved, he left a wall of fire behind. As he moved more and more, it is obvious what his plan was. as 5 seconds later, Lee was surrounded by a wall of fire. I don't understand what he's trying to do, said Kakashi. Of course, Lee is surrounded in fire, but he can easily jump over it. Not for long, said Asuna with a smirk. As soon as the stream was complete, Naruto jumped up with the fire still attached to him as he clapped his hand as the dome then formed around Lee, locking him inside. Oh god, said Kurenai. Lee will be burned alive. No, he's fine, said Kakashi as he placed a hand on Guy's shoulder. There isn't any flame inside the dome. He wouldn't be burned, as Guy wanted to jump down there. Then what's the point of this jutsu if it doesn't even touch the opponent? Asked Asuma with a raised eyebrow. Oh, it could be used that way as well. But Naruto doesn't want to hurt Lee that bad, Negi said. Then what's the point? Asked Kakashi. Just keep your eyes on Naruto. He's about to take his flames to the next level. As Naruto stood above the dome of fire, his lower body merged with it. As he closed his eyes, as he snapped them back open to reveal the yokai, eternal Mangeto Sharingan. Amaterasu, he said, as the fire instantly turned black. Oh my god, Kakashi said. What is that? Asked Asuma. Those are the flames of the Amaterasu. The ability of the Mangeto Sharingan, said Kurenai. Those flames will burn and extinguish whatever they touch. Lee, Guy cried out, as he jumped up as he was going down to the arena when several tentacles of shadows wrapped around him and pulled him back to his seat. Didn't Negi told you earlier that Naruto doesn't want to hurt your student? Takon said, annoyed. She's right, the fire is not touching Lee. But he is no longer using the gates, said Neji. As he said that, the fire then sucked back into Naruto, who landed next to a passed out Lee. Naruto used the flames of the Amaterasu to burn all the oxygen in the dome, said Negi. So your student is now passed out and Naruto won. In the cage booth, everyone was in awe. Well, in awe and cheered shitless. You know, that is what I call a Hokage, Sarutobi said with a smile on his face. Good one, Sensei, said Jiraiya. Seriously speaking, if he was at least 18, I would have handed the position to him right here and now, Sarutobi said. Wow, just wow, Ace said. This kid is really something. He could wipe out an army just by passing through them, said Samui. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it! Why? Why? Why now, God? Of all the times for someone like this to appear, why now? Orochimaru cursed mentally. The only way to kill the brat is to catch him by surprise, and according to Kabuto, he's a censor, so that will be a slim chance. Or none. Well, even in that form, I don't think he can pass through the barrier that my bodyguards will put up while I start to fight the old monkey. And from what I know about the Amaterasu, the more the flames spread, the less potent they become. Sure, they will burn through anything, but it will take longer. There will be a 15 minutes intervention before the next match to allow Fuhen to rest before the Uchiha get here. And if the Uchiha doesn't show up, he will be banned and not be able to participate in the next 2 Chunin exams, Genma said. What? Said Sakura. They can't just disqualify Sasuke because he doesn't show up to fight that loser? What did you just say? Said 2 people behind her, as Sakura slowly turned around. As she looked at the first woman, she had blue hair that was in 2 ponytails that flowed to her waist. She was dressed in a tight blue top that showed off her bust, and a pair of jeans of the same color. She also had several bracelets on her arms. This was the two-tailed Nebe in her human form, and beside her was her sister, the Ichibai, as she was dressed in a golden white dress that matched her eyes. And who might you be? Kakashi asked. Yes, I haven't seen you guys around before, asked Kurenai. Oh, we've been in Konoha for a few weeks, said the Nebe with a smile. My name is Nili, and this is my sister, Ichi, as the both of them allowed the Jonin to sense their yokai. You don't say, said Kakashi as he started to sweat. So, what did you just say about my fiancé? Said the Nebe, as Kurenai was shocked. What did you say? Is your fiancé? Yes, the both of us are engaged to him. It happened a few days after the preliminaries, said the Ichibai. Does Hokage know about this? Asuma asked, as he slowly reached for his trench knife. Of course. He was there to greet us when we arrived, said Nibi. Oh look, the match is about to start, Asuna pointed out. Down in the arena, a bored Naruto was standing by Genma's side as a smoke bomb exploded. As when it cleared, Sasuke was there. Am I? But Genma cut him off. Late. Now get over here before I decide to disqualify you, said Genma. Sasuke was about to say something, but Genma glared at him as he walked over to the center of the arena. So, are you two ready? He asked. As the both of them nodded, as Genma said begin and jumped away. Ready to lose? Dope? Sasuke asked. Foolish to Sasuke, said Naruto as his voice sounded so much like Itachi's. You don't have enough. As Naruto activated his eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. 8. As he whispered, Tsukuyomi. A few seconds later, Sasuke was on the ground screaming in agonizing pain as he witnessed the Uchiha massacre for 3 days, but this time he was stabbed numerous times each time a person died, and he was killed in the end, allowing him to witness it all. Then he passed out. Winner! Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze Fuhen, Genma announced. As everyone couldn't believe it. Flawless victory, Naruto said out loud. Why did you show him that movie, Mortal Kombat, Chachimaru? Said Negi. I didn't. Huh? Negi said. What movie are you talking about? Naruto asked as he suddenly appeared behind Negi. Nothing important, said Asuna with a smirk. Naruto, you idiot! What did you do to Sasuke? Sakura screamed out, causing everyone in a mile radius to cringe. Let me show you, he said. Tsukuyomi, as he put her under the illusion. What did you do to her? Kakashi whispered to the blonde. 72 hours of Sasuke and Neji making out, Naruto said. Shino then forfeit when his match with Eva was called, as no one could blame him. The match with Temari and Hinata then began, as this match was over pretty quickly with Hinata winning. The next match was Naruto and Gaara, as the moment Naruto and Gaara got in the arena, white feathers started to fall, as Naruto turned towards the cage booth. So, let the invasion begin, he said. As Naruto brought out his card, as it turned into a sword, as 5 Sound Ninja rushed at him, as Naruto walked forward and waved his sword, all 5 Sound Ninjas fell to the ground with a huge gash in their chests, killing them. How did you? Genma said, as he then shook his head. No worry, you can turn into fire. Why am I even surprised? Just then a smoke bomb erupted in the Kage's booth as the Kazekage jumped away with the Hokage as hostage. So, are you ready to see your beloved village burn? Said the Kazekage. I won't let that happen, Orochimaru, said Sarutobi as he got out of Orochimaru's grip. Hello, Sensei, said Anko as she arrived on the roof as well. Ah, Anko, shouldn't you go play with someone in your league? As Orochimaru took off the Kazekage's robe. I would, Anko said with a smirk. It was then that the Sound Four appeared and put the barrier around them. But seeing that we're dealing with Sound Scum, you're the only one that come close, said Anko. Confident, are we? He said, as he then dodged a fireball from Sarutobi and a multiple shuriken from Anko. Well, I guess it's time to take this up a notch, he said, as he breathed out a large fireball towards the both of them. Meanwhile, outside of the barrier, the Raikage, his bodyguard, were talking about what to do. I will deal with the summons that came up, Jiraiya said, as an Anvu squad then appeared, as one of them jumped towards the barrier and got incinerated immediately. What the hell do you think you're doing? A asked the Anvu captain. We're trying to assist the Hokage, he said. I suggest that you guys protect the daimyos and the nobles. Go, said Jiraiya, as the Anvu squad went off. Down in the stands, the fighting was going well, seeing that they already know about the impending invasion, as Eva had her hand inside of a Sound Ninja's chest. Damn it, dead already, she said as she threw him to the side, as Guy and Kakashi were looking around, as Asuna was cleaving ninjas from left to right. Setsuna and Chachimaru arms suddenly turned into blades, and Konaka was healing any ally in a 100-meter radius. Both Nadaka and Yu had books floating in front of them and was raining down fire and arrows. And Haruna was having her dinosaur summon eat anyone who was dumb enough to get close to her. Thank God they're on our side, said Kakashi as he dodged a few shuriken. Hey, why isn't any sand ninjas around here? Kakashi asked. Oh, because Naruto somehow convinced them to join our side after talking to the sand elders. Asuma, what did he do? You were with him, right? Well, said Asuma. Flashback. Naruto, are you sure about this course of action? Asuma asked as he was sweating. Oh, positive, said Naruto, as Izumo and Katetsu were there as well, as all of them were on the ground and they were tied up as they were in the council room with several sand envoys around them with swords at their necks. They managed to get into the village without anyone noticing, but then Naruto walked over to the guards and said that he wanted to see Lady Chiyo. What the hell were you thinking? Said Izumo. He wasn't thinking at all obvious, said Katetsu. You two do realize that I can turn you into dust with a mere thought, right? Naruto said. Sorry for doubting how insane you are, boss, the both of them said. Before Naruto could say anything, the doors opened. Nice of you to join us. About time too. I was almost feeling myself growing old, said Naruto, as the two elders walked in, along with 4 envoys. Yes, I'm sure you did, said Chiyo. I was told you show up, asking about me. That you have information on my grandson's sorcery and the Kazekage. While I don't really give a damn about the Kazekage, she said, shocking the envoy, I would like to know where my grandson is, as I would like to see him one more time before I die. Well, to tell you the truth, Sorcerer killed the 3rd Kazekage and turned him into a human puppet. I am listening, Chiyo said with narrow eyes. And by the way, I already know every detail about the sand and sound invasion upon Konoha, Naruto said. Or that Orochimaru killed the 4th Kazekage and have him replaced with that traitor, Baki. You lie, said one of the envoys. You're just trying to save your skin, you leaf scum. In an instant, Naruto was gone, as he was free from his restraint, as he was now standing directly in front of the envoy. I have no need for your help, you foolish worm. If I wanted to crush this village, I could just release the Kyuubi like how you planned to release the Ichibai in Konoha. The sand ninjas were stunned. He escaped the ropes that bind him. Not only that, he could strike down their village most important members, the 2 elders. What do you want? Lady Chiyo asked. I want you to have your ninjas not enter Konoha and kill the sound ninjas outside of the village. And I want you to be ready to fight the Akatsuki, an organization that are trying to capture all the Jinchurikis and extract the Biju inside of them and use them power for their own plan. And I'm here to let you know that there is no way, not even with the help of the sound, that you can defeat Konoha, because I alone can crush this village. Interesting, Lady Chiyo said, but tell me, do you have any information on my grandson? Yes, actually, he's a member of the Akatsuki, and he's in a puppet body right now. While his real body is a puppet. Yes, he turned himself into a human puppet. His former partner was Orochimaru. Seeing that the snake defected, he got a new partner, and I believe they will be the one who will be coming here soon to capture Gaara. So, I'll make it simple for you. Don't let the sound find out about this, and kill as many of them as possible, and then you can go home. Do that and we can make another alliance between Konoha and the sand. Betray us, and I will bury this village after I slaughter each and every one of you, he said, as his eternal Mangekyo Sharingan spin in his eyes as dark energy leaked from him. What make you think you have that kind of power? Kyuubi or not? Just who are you? She asks. My name is Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze Fuhen. I am the son of Minato Namikaze, Konoha 4th Hokage Yellow Flash, and the son of Kushina Uzumaki, the red hot bladed habanero. I am also the founder and the leader of the Fuhen clan, he said. End of flashback. And after that, Naruto and the 2 old elders talked for a couple of hours, said Asuma as he finished telling the story. You know, after his match, I believe that he can really wipe out a village by himself, Kakashi said. Yes, but I doubt he would have do it. The reason for this mission was to avoid unnecessary loss of life, Kurenai pointed out. Yeah, that's true, said Asuma as he jumped back. Back down in the arena, Gaara was showing his true alliance by crushing the Sound Ninjas as Naruto sliced apart a Sound Ninja as well. We need to do something about that barrier, Genma said. I can take care of it in several ways, but with it there, the snake is trapped as well, Naruto told him, as he then looked up at the barrier, as he blinked in surprise when he noticed the red hair. What the hell is Teiwaya doing here? Kimimaru should have been the fourth pillar of the barrier. Apparently, there has been a change of plans, Gaara said, as he crushed another poor soul. But why? He's Orochimaru, most loyal. As Naruto trailed off. Oh, his lungs must have gotten worse. He's probably too sick to fight. Maybe, but the girl is still there, Gaara said. If you remove her, the barrier will collapse. Don't worry, I have it covered, Naruto said, as he vanished in a stream of yellow. He then appeared right beside the barrier, at Teiwaya's position. What do you want, shithead? Teiwaya asked. I want you, he said, as he stared into her eyes. What? She said as she raised her eyebrow. Sorry to spoil the fantasy, but I'm not interested in whatever crap you have to offer. Even if it involves your friend Kin, he asked. What? What the hell do you know about her? Answer me, you bastard, said Teiwaya. Don't worry, I didn't do anything to her. I just gave her an offer to leave the Sound and join my clan. Stop lying! Kin will never betray the Sound. She would never abandon me, Teiwaya shouted angrily. Well, you're wrong. On one thing, she betrayed the Sound, but she didn't abandon you. What do you mean? Asked Teiwaya as she narrowed her eyes. You too, lead the Sound and join my clan, and I will protect you from the council, Orochimaru and the rest. That was a deal I made with Kin before the preliminaries a month ago. Naruto said in a lower voice, so only she alone could hear. So you want me to have your kids or something? Teiwaya asked. No, we barely know each other, and I honestly don't intend to marry a complete stranger, Naruto said. But if we get closer as time goes by, who knows what will happen. But at this point, you will just get adopted into my clan. No strings attached, beside the obvious ones, said Naruto. What makes you think that you can protect me from Orochimaru? Teiwaya said in a frown. Well, I'll beat his ass right here and show you, he said, as Naruto walked right through the barrier as it didn't affect him. As Teiwaya's eyes went wide. But I need you to get away from here now, he said. Sorry, but I can't get caught disobeying orders. I am sorry, but it's not optional, said Naruto as he pulled out two tags, as he placed one on her forehead and one on her chest, as both tags then glow, as a ghostly form of Teiwaya appeared and the real Teiwaya vanished to where Eva was in the stands, drinking tea. As Naruto placed tags on the rest of the Sound members, but unlike Teiwaya, he was going to make them live. Seeing that Naruto got Orochimaru's soul fragment from the seal, he was able to activate their seal and kill them instantly. And considering that they had to stand still, all of this was pretty easy, as their bodies touched the barrier and completely incinerated. Once inside, Naruto found Sarutobi and Anko breathing heavily, with a staff in Sarutobi's hand and a demonic looking shadow behind Anko, as her skin was pitch black, as Orochimaru was glaring at Naruto with his sword as he saw what happened to his guards. Ready to take a break, you two, Naruto said, as he created two shadow clones as they went over to both of them. Yeah, I've had enough of old and slimy for one day, said Anko. I'll leave it to you, said Sarutobi. With a nod from Naruto, the clones took the both of them out of the barrier by Hiroshin. You think you can defeat me, child? Orochimaru said. Oh, I don't think so. I know so, Naruto said with a smirk. You and your parents have ruined far too many of my plans. As a wicked grin then came on Orochimaru's face. Actually, I think it's time for a family reunion. As he ran through a series of hand signs and slammed his hand on the ground, as two coffins appear, as the lids drop open, as it was Kushina Uzumaki and Minato Namikaze. What happened? Said Kushina as she blinked in surprise and looked around, as she saw Minato still in his coffin, and Orochimaru who was cackling like a madman, and finally Naruto who was looking at her with a raised eyebrow. "Hey, Orochimaru," said Naruto. "What, brat?" "You screwed up in summoning my old man," said Naruto, as he touched Minato as he fall apart, as it revealed a sound ninja's body. "Why didn't it work? Why didn't the soul appear?" Orochimaru asked himself, frustrated. "His soul is in the Shinigami's stomach, you idiot. You have no idea how screwed you are. You try to steal from the Shinigami?" "It does not matter," Orochimaru said. "I am immortal. Death will never meet me." "Well, we will just see about that. Now, I believe you summoned my mother for a reason." "Naruto? Is that you?" Kushina said. "Yeah, Mom," Naruto said. "Well, as touching this reunion should be, I'm afraid you're gonna get killed by your mother now, brat." As Orochimaru put a kunai in her head back, as steam came from her, as she looked like she was alive, except for her lifeless eyes. "Kill him," Orochimaru said. Kushina then sent a fist towards Naruto's face, as he instantly dodged, as he placed a hand on her stomach, as she instantly suffered the same fate as Minato, as the corpse of a Soul Ninja came out. "What?" Orochimaru said. But something else happened. From the small mess on the ground, a blue substance came out and entered Naruto's body. "What the hell?" I felt like I just absorbed something, but it felt much weaker. As Naruto shook his head and then looked back at Orochimaru. How? How did you cancel my jutsu?" "I have the power to destroy chakra." "Orochimaru, you think that you could mess with my mind by summoning my mother? Well, I'm gonna show you why that's the biggest mistake you ever did," Naruto said, as dark energy started to leak from him, as Orochimaru stepped back as he felt something terrible was coming, as he looked at Naruto as the darkness consumed him. But guys, let me end this episode right here. If you want to see the next part of this, you already know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on that bell notification to stay posted. Remember to share with all of your friends in social media platform. But I'm off for now. Peace.